Hey everybody, welcome to Castle Hives, Northeast Ohio beekeeping. So what I'm going to do here today, there's a very important question that I've seen from a lot of different folks out there, and they'll ask, Brian, I've had a colony that has died. What should I do with it? I am going to go through each of my deadouts here, show you my process, what I do to take care of them at this point, and I'll talk about the benefit of having a deadout as well. Now, everybody is going to experience those moments where you have a deadout, and for me, I don't look at that deadout as a total loss. Yes, I had these bees here. Now, if we look at this, let me see if I can't break some of these frames apart. Everything has just been glued together for so long, so every once in a while you're going to have a difficult time removing these frames. I will not pull these frames out until when we have consecutive warm days like this. Now, I'll hear people say, well, what about pests? You know, you might get wax moths, small hive beetles. Everybody, it's winter in Northeast Ohio. There's absolutely no moths flying right now. Now, let me go ahead and break this one here apart. Boy, these jokers are just glued together. So it's very important. What you want to do with those deadouts is you want to protect this right here. Now, if you're looking at the data out there, you'll see some people say that it takes 8 pounds of honey to produce 1 pound of wax. So when you end up with these deadouts, one of the important duties, one of those tasks that I always do is I always want to protect this drawn comb. Now, all that I do is I will come over, and if there's any like burr comb, I'll kind of clean that off right here. So I'll just scrape that down in there, couple little spots there, and I have a honey building where I can store these frames until when I start to do my splits. So very key, I just want to go through here, and I'm going to break open these frames, scrape the bees out, and just protect this comb. Clean that up. And look at this, we're getting into more of this colony here, and it almost looks like, tell you what, this colony here almost looks like they starved out. Wow. Yeah, absolutely no food in here. They starved. When you end up with a new colony on here, well, they are not going to have to draw this out. That queen and that colony can utilize this immediately. So where you'll naturally have that delay with packages or when you're splitting colonies, when you have drawn comb, well, right here, they're just going to be able to just get right to it, and they're going to be able to just build out strong. Such a bummer that beekeeper error, and right here, my bees starved out. Man, look at the bees down on there. Such a shame. Well, let's clean this one here out. This one was a small colony. Now, well, look at that. There's still some honey on some of these frames here. Now, if you see some bees in the cells like that there, really, I don't try and get them all out just because the next colony that's going to utilize these frames, they will be able to clean that out. So I try and clean as best as what I can, but other than that, I mean, like, there's still honey on this. Wow. Other than that, I don't worry about it. I let the next colony do that work. What a shame. Very small. What a bummer. What a darn bummer. Now, your Hive Alive fondant, when you have extra of this, you can actually melt this down and use this for syrup. So this is not a loss. If you have part of a package like this that still remains, we'll use it in syrup. Oh boy. And look at that. That honey there. What a shame to lose colonies. But, you know, in beekeeping, it's going to happen. Boy, this box is heavy. Significant amount of weight on this. And I'll tell you what I could do, since this is heavy like this, I can always, when I look at other colonies, I could always use what is in there and supplement that and drop them into other colonies that I have. So if you do have some stores left like that, well, on nice days like this, use those frames. Pull out empty ones and drop in some full frames like that. So deadouts, it's not entirely a bad thing to happen in your operation. You end up with a significant amount of drawn comb if you protect it. And then you end up potentially with reserves that you can use to supplement the rest of your yard. Man, I'm going to end up breaking a couple frames on here if I try and pull these out. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave this one go for right now, and I'll end up cleaning it out at another time. But what you want to do is you can close up your fronts. So get some entrance reducers, things like that, block up that front so that this comb does not get destroyed. But I'm going to wait for another warm day and get into this box here. So real quick video today, and basically it's just focusing on how really valuable a deadout is for your operation. These resources can be used to supplement into other colonies. When we're getting into those critical time periods where February, March, it's just very key to make sure your colonies have enough food. I can use those frames that I pulled out if there is food on them and supplement my other colonies. So it is not a complete loss. When the next season starts, having that drawn comb also, that is worth gold. So that's what you want to protect. You want to get out, like this one here, I'm going to damage these frames if I go to pull them right now. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it closed up. I'll come back and I'll work this another day. But just make sure, save that drawn comb because it is not an entire loss. The next colony that ends up on that foundation, that drawn comb, they are going to thank that previous colony for all of that beautiful wax that they have drawn out on those frames. So everybody, thank you for watching. If you have not, click that thumbs up, click that subscribe also, because this year I'm going to show a lot of different things with beekeeping. So everybody, like I always say, until the next one.